Okay, I'm going to show in this video a little bit my way to clean the thorium lenses, or lenses who contain thorium, with a rare earth element, radioactive, likely radioactive. So I'm going to use this Takuma 1.450, who's still lightly yellowish. So I have different sources of light. The one I use specifically for this problem, reversing the yellowish tint in the glass, and that's due to the decay of thorium. The ones I use, and I can certify they work very good, is these TL bulbs, were specific for sun tanning, for basically for human skin tanning. I'm sorry for my English, and I succeed. I always succeed with these TLs, and the amount, the time the lens expand under the TL, that was in 4 or 5 different sessions. Each session was around, let's say, 3 hours. So let's say in half day, one day, I was able to properly, let's say, clean the lens. So second source of light that can be used, I think, is, for example, these full spectrum UFO LEDs, who are built to grow greens, and is a full spectrum. So that means that we have LEDs on the red wavelengths. We have LEDs on the blue wavelength, and we have one specific, and I think it's this one was a little bit yellow, who will not light when the UFO is powered, but we still emit, and this one will emit only UV, non-visible UV radiation, so let's say. And you have to be careful about not exposing yourself too long. But let's say it's not really too dangerous. Then we have another one, and I think this one is close to the IKEA bulb. This one too is full spectrum, but no UV LED inside. We have only red and blue. Will this affect somehow? Can this one work? There is in the spectrum, there is a part whose close of blues, violet, ultraviolet, but it will not emit ultraviolet. So you can test this one, but I'm not so sure about. And what do I have? And the one that I will try now is one who was designed for aquariums, for how you call that, lumière du jour, terrariums. And there is a fair element of ultraviolet radiations are emitted by this lamp. What is the level percentage? I'm not sure. What is interesting too with pure UV lamps is they have antiseptic, anti-fungus property, meaning that if you have a lens who add, well, you have first to clean the lens, who add some fungus. I believe that if you apply some UV lights to the lens for a certain period of time, that will help to asepticize the lens. So what I'm going to try to use is this bulb. I'm using my iPad as a light box. I still have a light yellowing in this Takuma lens. So what I'm going to do, I don't think it's going to be really exact, but what I'm going to do is calculate the amount of light transmitted by the lens. Who's on this case. Okay, give me different readings between 9.2, 9.3, 9.1. So I'm going to use this reading, and then I will take another reading after exposing the lens to a UV light source, and then we will see. Now, what is important to remember with this kind of bulbs is that they can warm somehow. They can warm. I mean, they will emit some heat radiation, and can warm the lens. So you have to be a little bit careful how close the lens have to be in relation. Here we go, and let's see what happens.